Hello there, Aquarius. My name's Frankie, and I'm a clairvoyant, clairaudient, medium, and an empath. And this reading's going to be for Aquarius for August of 2017, and I just can't believe it's already going to be August. This year's just flying by. Last year I didn't think was ever going to end. Well, Aquarius, I got a couple messages for us here, or announcements I want to make before I start the reading. First one is that I got together a basic prayer class for people that are into manifesting and for those that are going to come into this kind of work or trying to help develop your mediumship or your psychic abilities. It's a beginning class. I deconstructed myself back to when I first started doing this kind of work, and I was hoping that it would help a lot of us by using these prayers to get forward faster if we're just beginning. And I was hoping that other people that are doing work like I am and have been for years and years, 28 years actually, I'm getting up there, but I was hoping that the class itself for us that have been doing this work for a long time could take us back to the basics, because I believe if we are going to teach or help other people, we need to know, like, where did we start at, because this is becomes our second nature or our nature, and it becomes easier for us. We forget how hard it was in the beginning, and I was hoping that that would help those of us been doing this work for a long time, that we could go like backwards into our own past by looking at where I started and be able to bring back those words and the things that we did in order to help those just moving forward in it. Now, I'm hoping it will be ready probably in a month to 6 weeks is when I'm assuming, but I have to get the page set up on the website and all the extra stuff that goes with doing something like this. And neither me nor my husband are very good with computers, so hopefully we'll get it out there for you. The other thing is that I got a message from Spirit on the 15th of July, and they said that this message was for all of us, and they wanted me to give it to you. So I wrote it down because I remember my messages about 3.5 seconds. So I wrote it down while they're giving it to me, and it's about the eclipses in August, and these will be out hopefully so it's usable for you. But I believe a lot of this is starting with that, is it the full moon, I believe, or new moon, that's going to be in July on the 23rd. I'm doing these around the 20th or so, but the first eclipse in August is the 7th, and it's a full moon lunar eclipse in Aquarius. Well, that's in your sign. Look at that. Full moon lunar eclipse in Aquarius. I didn't even think about that. And it's at 1:11 Eastern Standard Time. And I like the 1:11 because I always think of it as the portal for going through into spirit. So maybe that's going to really help a lot of us Aquariuses out there. And I think of that one, the extra one, as our light shining the way through. The second eclipse is August 21st, and it's going to be a new moon, and it's a full solar eclipse in Leo at 1:31 Eastern Standard Time. And they said that this was really important, and they said that I share it with all of you. I have a very strong feeling that we all should really pay attention to our finances and to be really extra careful in situations where someone else could have control of your money. It was like retirement funds, any accounts where someone else is handling your funds. And that to me could be just about anything. When I started to think about it, a lot of us don't have a husband or wife, or we have other people on our accounts in order to protect them. And a lot of us have investment accounts. But then as I thought about it, we all have our money in banks, credit unions, whatever. And so other people really do have control of our money. Well, what it felt like and it was pretty clear, was to pay attention, heads up, watch those funds. Make sure that they aren't being invested inappropriately. Make sure that everything adds up. If your account is in someone else's name also, maybe you want to check. Maybe some mistakes have been made or will be made, but it was pretty clearly issued warning, right? This eclipse it crosses the U.S. and no other nation. But when I tried to research this, I heard one of the astrologers, several of them say it affects the UK in a slight manner also. So you might want to think about that too. And for all of us here in the US, definitely it's coming like right across us. And I believe and feel it is going to affect people's emotions in some kind of a very extreme way. And a lot of us will or can feel discombobulated and discombobulated. That's an actual word they gave me, or disordered in some manner. Have you ever felt angry for no discernible or justifiable reason? Or maybe you were really angry and your anger was justified, but you reacted in such an extreme manner that you shocked even yourself. This is the feeling that Spirit wanted us to understand. They said it's a wonderful time for dynamic change, even with this undercurrent. I was given the feeling that the best thing we can all do is to understand that the words we speak and the thoughts we hold in our minds carry a great deal of weight at this time. So remember, when we're communicating, how powerful it'll be and how much strength these words will carry. So choose them very carefully, and our impact will be great and for the good of all. And they ask that we take a deep breath and a pause before we speak, that we may always use our words in a peaceful manner. And I think that's probably good advice for all of us at any time. My camera just did a weird thing here. I'll hope I'm still recording. Anyhow, Aquarius, because I'm an empath, I have a speech pattern. I speak as if I'm you. So all of us out there right now are Aquarius named Frankie, I'm supposing. And I don't believe these cards are going to go week by week. I think they'll blend in and out throughout the month for us, because that's the way I think it's going to work for me. I would advise you look at your moon sign and your rising sign if you know them, because that'll give you a more comprehensive views. These are just general readings, and I've pulled 4 cards for the month. I'm going to use the bottom card in the deck for the overall view. We'll pull an angel card at the end of the reading to hopefully bring everything together for us. Now, I'm not an astrologer, so I looked up the astrology for the month, and it's going to be in our 7th house. That's marital and all other alliances, open rivalry and legal contests, interests in change of locale, public relations and competition. It was all your face-to-face relationships too. And it said something like your grandparents, and the odd thing was it said, and anyone who has control over your money too. So I thought, that's kind of interesting. It goes with the whole entire reading, you know. Now we have some words for us, and they are presence, as in presence of the source, respect, grace, understanding, and relaxation. Aquarius, I do that relaxation first. Well, we could be grateful first that we're getting some time to relax, but actually I don't think that's part of what's going to happen here. Our first card here is the Knight of Rods or Wands. That's our bottom card on the deck, and he's a messenger card, and he's bringing us a good message about work or any kind of social activities. I think that this is going to be where grace comes in and understanding comes in. He's a fire sign. If it's a person, it can be male or female. Doesn't have to be male because it's a night. This is a general reading. He would be Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries if it's a person. But if it could be a quality that maybe that we need, and he is always trustworthy, he's always faithful. If it's a person in our life, maybe they're slightly younger than we are, but this is a good message and it's trustworthy. We would be stepping into that flow of grace. So the presence of the source with this card in here, it will come down in different areas. We're all different Aquariuses. Some of us, this may be, our new love partner, boyfriend, girlfriend, someone coming in that has a lot of fire type energy, someone that we can respect because they're honest and they're trustworthy. They are loyal. If there's one thing that we can expect out of the Wands cards, the Rods cards, fire sign cards, is they are honest and they are loyal and they're trustworthy. Unless they're like this, then you don't know what's going to happen there. But Aquarius is a fixed sign, and so is Leo. And all, this new eclipse energy coming up, what they're telling us with him at the base of the deck or the bottom of our spread, what they're telling us is, remember, we may be fixed, but this is really important that we make sure we can compromise on major differences, that we are the person, the first one stepping up there, working as a team, and with that word, understanding what all the players bring together. If it's in a work situation, it's a project that we're doing. We want to remember and we want to be objective. And I don't know why they're saying that, but with this, those are qualities that we really want to have, and that focus on the teamwork and the letting others in our sphere, because that if we're thinking seventh house stuff, that's all of our face-to-face relationships. So a lot of that's going to come forward. We want to let others set the tone, set the pace, respect. The rods, the Knight of Rods is respectful. When you're loyal and you're honest and you're trustworthy, you also show respect. Now, if this is a person coming into our life for a new relationship, we have another card to support that. Here, actually, we got a couple cards that would support that. I would take it. I would say, thank you very much for asking me to marry you. It would be a pleasure. I don't know, Aquarius. That's what they're saying. Just remember that one of the important things we're going to do is to get the cooperation we need from others so that we can relax. Our word at the end, relax. So relax in the middle of it, because our next card is the Seven of Rods or Wands, however you want to put it. My old deck was the Seven of Wands anyhow, but I bought these because they were very shiny and had nice colors in them, and I'm one of those people that looks from one shiny object to the other. But anyhow, Aquarius, this guy, he's got that rod in his hand and he's fighting off the rest of the six. This shows me determination and courage. It shows me that I am someone that will stand up for their rights, or I am going to have reason to this month to stand up for myself, and I can do it. I am determined. I am courageous. I have an understanding of the situation. I can compromise. But if you're still trying to take me down for any reason, Say it's in the workplace, competition, because this is open competition and rivalry. If we think a seventh house, I can handle myself. I have the skill, I have the determination, I have the ability to defend myself, and I will move through it because of my skill and determination. I will overcome any obstacles that are put in front of me. And if I think about that with this card here, if it was like, that's my boyfriend, girlfriend thing, you'll stand up to it. You will stand up to it, Aquarius. If it's in work and this is good news about your job, someone else is trying to take it or weasel in on it. Aquarius, you have the source behind us. We have the source behind us. We have respect for ourselves and we are stepping into the flow of grace. You know, because the next card here, if you need understanding, if we need understanding, period, Aquarius. We got the High Priestess here, so she will bring us our understanding. And in this case, they're telling me to really tell, the High Priestess sees a lot. She may not speak everything she sees. So this is our intuition on super vitamins or whatever, super drugs. It's on high speed. So go within and know that you get the understanding for the choices you're going to make this month, right? Because I still feel for Aquarius that little bit of a roller coaster going on here. And I think those eclipse energy are really going to affect us. And if it's in our sign also, I mean, and that's the 111, you know, number there, it's really going to have a great effect. Use this intuition to the optimal. So here's the deal. Respect the fact that I have the intuition and follow it extremely clearly is what they're saying. Stand in the presence. If it takes a little time, right? Maybe I was having to do this courageous, determined effort, you know, and fight off the competition here. Maybe I want to shut off the phone, turn off the television, and take a little time to meditate so that I am able, when this comes at me, to take it graciously, to step into the flow of grace, you know. With her and him together, you know, I could, and this being seventh house also, it's like that interest. Maybe I'm going to move. Maybe I'm getting ready to move, or I just moved and now I can drop down and relax. Maybe I'm in the best place for me now with a partner that's right for me because I used this, or I'm in the best job. That we could have a promotion at work because, you know, so seriously, if we are being shown, let's say, go, here's a choice, Aquarius, let's go apply for this job over here, and you're thinking, but I like the job I have now, and I get the interview, and I feel really good at this interview, and I think to myself, man, that job could really put me on the fast track, and the money is way more than I'm making now. I jump into it, Aquarius. I would trust this intuition that I had clear understanding of my next steps that I was going to take so I could relax. Period. End of the story. The next card, we have a lot of people. And remember, this is in this reading, we have the High Priestess, which can be a person that is very, if it's someone that's going to help us around us, a real high intuitive that could be helpful for us, you know. I'm trying to think. She could be someone that won't answer the question till you ask, he or she. Maybe it's someone we can go to that might help us tap into our intuition or get us on that right path to make the right choice and be totally connected to our source, that presence. And this would be someone you'd respect. The High Priestess, this next card here, I'd respect him too. He's holding a pentacle. But if she's coming up in our life, this basically four people cards, and very strong energy. The three that are Knights and Cups, or the Knights, and we have a Knight of Cups here too. But these three people cards are messenger cards, and they're powerful energy or momentum forward, but they're trustworthy energies, because this Knight of Pentacles here, Frankie, Pentacles to me are money, end of the story, clear cut, dried. I know they can mean a lot of other stuff too, but he's a messenger about money. They call him the Scholar card. This is the kid that's walking around looking at that pentacle with his eyes only glued on that, that trips over the rug and falls on his face. That's all he can see. He has an idea about where he wants to go forward in the future. He is a messenger about money for us. That's good. Good money. Maybe we're marrying this Knight of Rods here, and he's a pentacle, so he will be a earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo, if it's a person, male or female. Usually pages represent younger energy, but it'll be a good message about finances for us. It would be a message that would allow us that word, relaxation. Good message about finances. Maybe, he could be promotions. He can bring promotions with it, but always we can trust the message, because it's good, and we are sure we can trust it because we have this Knight of Rods here. So we are sure that we can trust the message, but we can't hear it unless we use that High Priestess energy. If that makes any sense to you, Aquarius? It's like important to use it. I actually think a lot of this, is a lot of people around us that are bringing this together for us, maybe helping us because they saw how determined we were, how courageous we were, how we could stand up for ourselves, how we showed that we respected ourselves also, and that we respected others too. This brings with it money, funds, maybe this guy or girl, some of us are going to get ready to marry him, and this is his capacity, his or her capacity. Really good income coming in, So with all these, people cards in here, just make sure that you're not inconsiderate of anyone else's feelings. Because a lot of times we can get really fixed and in our own way. And normally, as Aquariuses, we are always thinking outside the box. We're innovative, we're smart, we know where we're going, what we're going to do. Very creative type of energy. Very different. Very different. We can implement things that others the thought wouldn't even cross their minds. But in the middle of this, they're saying, really, 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 cooperation is absolutely the key to it all. So don't try to get attention that belongs to other people, right? Aquarius, take our own, the attention that is due us this month. Maybe we don't want to speak everything, every idea that's in our head, even though we are working with a team. If this is in the workplace, maybe we don't want to speak every idea in our head. Or if we speak, the High Priestess is smart about when she zips her lip. Keep that in mind. Aquarius, duct tape's what I always think. Duct tape your mouth. if you feel this and it's not the right time to speak it, don't. You know, maybe because it's like this, the ride this month still, it's not this. It's more calmer, but it's still there. That weird undercurrent they were telling us about in the message. Because our next cup here, we got a person again. Cup here, person, card. This is the Knight of Cups. And he's a messenger too. And he brings emotional messages to us. He has his little wings on his head up here. And he's cup, male or female. It can be a male or a female, so he would be a water sign, you know, carrying emotion, a message of emotion. It would be Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio type person. Doesn't have to be male or female, but this would be an emotional message of love. It could be a message of, you know, like a proposal for marriage. Maybe one of my kids, Knights sometimes are younger, is going to come home and say, hey, guess what, Mom, Dad, you know, I'm getting married to this dude. Or this little dude that has really good opportunity, dude or dudess, really good opportunity, right, to really make the bucks in the future. And guess what? I respect him. Or her, I understand him, or her, and I can relax. I've made a wise choice. But he's bringing us a good message that is attached to our emotions. So if it is a promotion at work, if we showed that we can stand up for ourselves, you know, we're assertive, not aggressive, can stand up for ourselves, we can cooperate with others, we can work to build team spirit, you know, or work with a team. We are willing to compromise if it's the right compromise, if it's the right one. Otherwise, we respect ourselves enough and we're courageous enough to stand up for ourselves. We can relax, because our end result, when these all come together, is excellent. So whether this is in our work, you know, a promotion at work, a new job, a new project, it's a good idea because we have the High Priestess in there. So use that. If this is a new marriage, it's going to be excellent. I mean, the potential with all these people in here concerned, right? The potential for it to turn out really good, because we have the presence word, we have grace as one of our words. We can actually relax. So if this is our kid coming home and saying, guess what I'm doing, you know, we can relax. We know they used good judgment in their decision. It looks really exciting here, you know, but they keep telling us, if you do not don't avoid or fail to get the cooperation of others that we need. It's really important here. I know we can stand up for ourselves. We may not want to have to, but what I'm hearing is pick and choose your battles wisely, okay? And if we do, it will really truly benefit us, because we'll be connected to our source. We carry our self-respect. We carry respect for others. We are in that flow of grace, which brings to us monies and things like that we need, you know. And the High Priestess gives us an understanding. And if we take this ride like they're showing us, you know, the end result's smooth water. And it's going to come out really good. I don't know what us Aquariuses are doing, you know. I don't know what we're doing. But I got to tell you, we're doing it well, because our card is go for it. And it says, oh, she's really neat too. There's all these, there's like tigers and and a wolf sitting up in the tree, and she's riding right through on her unicorn. Excellent. I don't know if I can get the glare off of there for you, but it says your prayers and positive expectations have been heard and answered. We've been working with you on this situation since its genesis, and we will continue to watch over you and everyone involved. Stay on your present path, and it will take you very far indeed. Really, with those words, presence and grace in there, and respect, it just shows that, and she's walking through, wild animals. They're not attacking, nothing. We are in the right space here, Aquarius, and what we want, we are getting. So keep your intent. Keep your intent. The High Priestess will help hold it to us. It says you drew this card as encouragement for the situation you're asking about. The angels reassure you of a positive outcome, provided you continue to pour love and guided action into the situation. There's our High Priestess again. Don't hesitate. Now's the right time. You're on the right path. The idea that you have is divinely inspired, and the angels foresee a successful outcome. Well, Aquarius, if it's open rivalry and competition, we know how to compromise this month, but we also know how to defend ourselves. And we can use the High Priestess. Well, Aquarius, that's our reading for August, and I want to tell you all, thank you for your likes, shares, and subscribes and your comments. I read each and every one of the comments. I know I don't get a lot of time to write you back, but I really do appreciate them, so keep them coming. And to all of you that want to know more about me, all of the information's down below the screen at the website, and if anybody wants to set an appointment with me, all of the information to do that is over there at the website. And everybody I've met through doing these YouTube videos, and everybody I've met for 28 years of doing readings, I want to tell each and every one of you, it's been an honor and a privilege to serve you. And hopefully I will be here next month. Until then, bye-bye.